Have you ever updated a plugin and suddenly your entire WordPress site breaks? Or had a client ask you to undo a change, but you didn't have a safe way to roll back? I've been there, and I'm Lex, a WordPress specialist by day and educator by night. And in this video, I will show you exactly how to set up versioning and rollback in WordPress, so you can experiment freely, collaborate confidently, and always have some kind of safety net. If you've never heard of versioning and rollback, it's basically a backup for your website. It helps when something crashes, they can undo your mistake. Because without versioning, every update is a gamble. A single mistake can crash your site and will cost you tons of hours, or even worse, you can lose revenue. With versioning and rollback, you get safety, collaboration, and freedom to experiment. Imagine updating WooCommerce on your live store and breaking the checkout. I mean, the amount of money that can get lost when you do that. Versus if you do testing on a staging with a rollback ready. One is chaos and the other is control. So let's break down the main methods. So the first one that you probably have heard of is content revisions. It's built in the WordPress website. It automatically saves your posts and pages when you do something in there. And if you mess up, you can easily roll back. But these changes are only for the pages and post types if you have them. But it doesn't cover plugins or themes or settings. So when an update is done, it still can break your website. And there's where menu backups can come in handy. Because before making changes, you can download your files and databases, or maybe on your hosting, press one button and it makes a manual backup. It works, but it's inconsistent and sometimes gets forgotten. Then you don't have a way to roll back. Another similar thing is database snapshots. With tools like PHP Admin or WP Migrate, they let you export the database. Handy for content and settings, but it won't capture your plugin or file changes. Then you have automatic backups, usually provided by the hosting company, but it sometimes differentiates when you press restore that the whole site still crashes or is crashed in another way, and that the restored functionality doesn't work as expected. Well, you could go with plugin solutions like WP Rollback or Updraft Plus and WP Time Capsule to create automated snapshots and let you restore in one click. The difficulty there is when your website is down due to an update, it's sometimes hard to get in your WordPress dashboard and do these plugin rollbacks. They also have something like Git versioning for dev teams. It's amazing, because every change you do is tracked, commits are logged, and you can revert in seconds. Perfect for theme and plugin code. But those are all separate solutions, and it's not a perfect solution. Now, here's where I combine the best of all worlds. InstaWP Snapshots. You can clone a live site into a staging sandbox, take a snapshot before making changes. Really recommend doing that. And if anything breaks, roll back instantly. It's like Git, but for your entire WordPress site, not just the database. And also the configurations are included. No more piecemeal backups or praying your host has a restore point and you can do the restoring yourself without crashing your website. Here's the golden rule when you take in consideration the workflow of a safe setup. Number one, never edit directly on live, especially when you have a e-commerce shop, because if you do edits and it breaks, it can cost your client some money because some revenue just won't be generated. So be really careful about that one. Rule number two, always snapshot or backup before doing changes. Because when you do changes and you don't have an easy way to do a rollback to a previous version, you still can have some issues. You need to redo the staging, which sometimes takes a very long time to do, and it's not always the optimal way. So make snapshots and backups before doing changes. Rule number 3, test thoroughly in staging. I mean, really test it. Try out if the checkout works. Try if the forms can be filled in and everything works. Look if you can go to every page that is very important to the customer. And really test out and see if everything's working. Rule number 4, push to production only after validation. Because when you have tested thoroughly, you know for sure that when you push it to production, nothing breaks. And you have an ease of mind that the update will not interfere with the workings of your website. Rule number 5, automate backups with a retention policy. Some hosting companies have that, just like InstaWP, to make automatic backups and keep it for an X amount of days. During my day job, we have a 50-day retention policy. We keep the backups for 15 days and the backups are made every day so that we always have a way to roll back. So a safe flow looks like this. From your website, create a staging website, then do the snapshot, then update the plugins or do the changes, really thoroughly test everything, and then you can push to your website. But before you do that, make a backup of your live website. And then you're ready to go and roll. So let's do it. I'll create a snapshot in InstaWP, update the plugin, and just like that, roll back and see if we can break something, right? I mean, that's the fun part. For plugins specifically, WP Rollback gives you a drop down to choose the version you want, and if you're working with code, Git revert is your friend. So an example with content revisions that are built in is like this website I just made. We add a button, pre-order this book now, and we hit save. Now the page is saved. You can see that suddenly there appears revisions. When we press the 3, we see that there's a lot of text. And here we can see that we have made the changes. And if we want to undo those, we can switch this one over to a moment ago and restore this autosave. As you can see, the button is now gone. This is the built-in revision settings, which is very, very handy to use. Now for WP Rollback, we go to plugins, add a new plugin, and we search for WP Rollback. This is a very amazing plugin that lets you revert. And if we install this, we can see that there's already 300,000 active installs with a nice 5-star for 200 people that have voted. And when we go to Rollback, it sees the plugins that we have. And you can see that we can roll back even versions for WP Rollback itself. We can select version, rollback. It gives a warning to create a backup and then hit rollback now. This is usually very amazing to use when you have a plugin that suddenly doesn't work or themes that have been updated, but the version that you have right now is not the best. And as you can see, although there was an error, it has rolled back the version and we can update it now. Quick best practices. Don't rely only on host backups. Never edit live, keep change logs or git logs, and always use child themes for customizations. Skip these and rollback won't save you from everything. So now you got multiple ways to version and roll back your WordPress sites, from simple backups to full InstaWP in snapshots. Links to InstaWP, WP Rollback and other tools are in the description down below. And if you like this video, hit like and let me know that you liked it. What kind of backup flow do you use? Leave it in the comments. And remember, set up your versioning safety net today and never fear a WordPress update again. And as always, keep designing.